welcome to the New Rugged Order podcast, exclusively on the Hard Knock Digital Culture channel. Now give it up to your host, people, MM2K.
Yo, hold on. Why is the M2K logo showing instead of the NRO podcast logo? Oh, that's because I'm here on the solo side. Let's go to the group side. Yeah, there we go, baby. There we go. What's up, people? It's your boy MM2K of PNTS Network, Hard Knock Digital Culture, GEiX, Cloud Dosage, you name it, I'm there. And we're back again with another episode of NRO Podcast. This is our year-end episode. It's a special one. We're glad that you're here with us in order to enjoy this. We're going to have fun with this. My co-host, Cold Blood Sensei, he's taking a break. He's not going to be here. No, I'm just lying. You know, it won't be NRO Podcast, the new revived NRO Podcast without Cold Blood Sensei. He's going to be here shortly. So just hold tight. But man, yeah, we got a great one for you today. We're going to be talking about the best and worst of 2023 as far as gaming is concerned. We got a whole host of different topics to talk to you about. But before we get into all that, I got to pay the bills. So let me do so by showing you this. This right here, my friends, is the website for the PNTS Network. This is where you can come and catch all of our latest and greatest content, particularly cloud gaming news. You know what I mean? As far as when we write up our articles, YouTube content, all that stuff. Now, come after the new year, sometime after the new year, a lot of this is going to change. I can't really tell you how, but a lot of it is going to change. So you're definitely going to want to check this out. Now, here's what you're going to want to do as well. If you're a member, you can go to MM2K Gaming, check out my page, and then you'll see a lot of the stuff that I do on for PNTS Network. And you can check out all of the links where I create content at. Also, definitely do not miss out on our Patreon content. Okay, I can get it, if I can just there we go. All right, we can just go down here to the PNTS Network Patreon. Definitely go there, check out our content there. PNTS Network, yes, and we got a lot of content there, man. Like over 93 posts that are there right now. Definitely check out all the great content that we have at PNTS Network. Okay, now that I paid the bills, did that. I wanted, here, let me go back here to this. We got a lot of topics that we're going to cover. Let me just give you a list of our best and worst list of 2023. Cold Blood and I, we're going to give you, Jonathan in the house, what's going on, good brother? We're going to give you our top 5 games of 2023. Our top 5 backlog games, meaning games that we want to get to, you know, that started in 2023. We're going to give you our top 3 disappointing games. We're going to then crown our best platform. And then we're going to get to the dark side. We're going to talk about the 3 biggest W's of 2023. You know, just in general, in gaming general. The 3 biggest L's of 2023, you know, when it comes to these gaming companies or whatever. And then we're going to talk about the most overblown story. And then lastly, we're going to talk about who had the best year in 2023. You know, it's for gaming overall, right? Was it an entity? Was it a company? Was it a creator? Whoever. Who had the best year in 2023? But before we get to that, I do want to show you guys this as we're waiting for Cold Blood to join us. If you're a member of the Patreon, or what we like to call the Members Plus side here over at MM2K Gaming, then you were just given a treat. Because Cold Blood and I talked a little bit about this new trend with Starfield. I'm not going to get into too much because then that'll just, you know, create a redundancy. You got to check out the content. Go to pntsnetwork.com go to Patreon, .com /PNTS Network, or you can just go to our home site, scroll down to the PNTS Patreon portion. You can do that too, right? Click on that and it'll take you to the Patreon stuff. But here's what I wanted to say in this regards. So there's this sentiment being passed around, and I had to get it off my chest with the members. I really don't want to add too much public discussion around this because I don't feel like it deserves the attention. But I do want to say this for those of you that check out our content, understand our focus on gaming, on critical gaming. Yes, we criticize gaming more than maybe the average person. Like, we get it. A lot of people just love gaming. They'll pick up Fizzle, Chisel, Tizzle, Popper, and they'll have the time of their life. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's your money. You game the way that you want to game, right? That being said, when people are having discussions about more intricate things, it just isn't for you. Just because it's gaming related and you like playing games doesn't mean that it's like a jambalaya of topics that you could just jump into and indulge in. There's just some conversations that really are out of your scope. You know what I mean? And that's okay. There's gaming conversations that are out of my scope. When people start talking about what's the best PvP game out there, I turn around and I walk away because I don't indulge in PvP. It's okay. But everybody wants to be involved in everything, and that's just not fathomable. Every discussion isn't for you. Just because you drive a car, if someone is talking about muscle cars, if they're a muscle car enthusiast, and they're like, oh, this is that, and you're like, well, hold on. I drive a Prius, and that doesn't have all the bells and whistles, and it gets me where I need to go. So why are you talking about these other cars because they don't go so fast? Like, everybody's going to turn and look at you and say, what the hell? If you don't get your cornball ass out of here. Like, we're not talking about we're talking about high-end specific cars. That's our thing. If you just like, if you want to go on the racetrack with your Prius, God bless you, but get out of here. You know what I mean? So we're talking about AAA genre defining high-end gaming. That's what we're specifically talking about here. We don't hate the console war. Matter of fact, we embrace the console war. We don't embrace fanboyism, meaning the console war is something that was derived from the execs themselves. The execs have gone on E3 stage and said, look, this is a competitive competitive technological sector in gaming, and we use this competitiveness to inspire some of the best games that you're going to play, the AAA games that we create. All right. And there's nothing wrong with someone looking at that or the array of games that are being provided on that landscape and pretty much saying, you know what? Those are some great games made by that platform, and their model, and everybody has to keep up with them. Or no, they're the ones that kicked ass this year. People got to keep up with. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem is that the console war, which is the observation of the competition between the different platforms, which again gives us the best games out there or inspire the best games, that's being confused with fanboyism. Fanboyism is simply writing an agenda and making excuses, deriving talking points to defend a brand, no matter what they provide or what they don't provide. Now, the console war sparks fanboyism because within the console war, if I bought said platform and maybe said platform isn't the one that is getting the general attention, or if my platform that I bought is getting the general attention and I want everybody to continue to focus on this primarily, that creates fanboyism. We don't condone fanboyism here. I'm totally fine with the console war because the console war as constructed, as the way that it's intended, was simply an observation of over competition. So when I hear newer gamers say, oh, the console warring is this and that, you don't know what you're talking about. You're new to this, or you don't have the acumen to totally understand what's going on here. What you're really talking about is fanboying. Fanboying is the problem. Observing the battle between different platforms and recognizing, oh yeah, that platform's kicking ass. Oh, this one didn't step up. Like for instance, my platform of choice out of the console wars is the PlayStation 5. I could readily admit that the PlayStation 5 in 2023 wasn't the most transparent platform, and they need to do better at that. I feel so much that way that we had a show dedicated to PlayStation 5 and we canceled the show because transparency is a focal point as far as we're concerned. That show was bringing us a lot of attention. It was probably one of our more popular pieces of content, even monetarily. We canceled the show because we are not fanboys here. I can recognize, I can even have a bias towards, and I can highlight who I feel like is really pushing gaming forward without making excuses for them. And therefore, I'm not making excuses for those that are falling short. So again, me as a 3 decades plus gamer, knowing the difference between the console war and fanboying, I highly suggest that the rest of you do so as well. I think Cold Blood has joined us. Are you ready, Cold Blood? Or you still getting together, brother?
I'm ready.
Good. Shout out to my brother Cold Blood. I was just telling him about the great members content that we created, talking about Starfield and the lack thereof, and just nailing down the difference between console war and fanboying. And fanboying being the problem and why.
Almost, it's all the same.
Hey, bro, you caught me off guard with that voice. I like that. Yeah, that's the fanboy. That's the zealot voice. It's all the same. Yeah, it's disgusting. But Geek to Sneak, what's up, brother? Good to see you. First time in the chat. But yeah, if you want to check out what I got to say about Starfield's reception and this whole zealotry mantra of, well, people that put a whole bunch of time into it, they must like it, and they're just looking for reasons. The reason why I disagree with that, and you'll get the whole kit and caboodle in regards to that, is the sector where these reviews are being looked at are people that don't indulge in console war or really fanboyism. This is stuff coming from the Steam group, who I think they're the most enthusiastic group towards Bethesda. They don't care about the console war. If anything, if any of them do care about the console war, they're more favorable towards Xbox because Xbox put their games day and date on PC. So this has nothing to do with them. These are not PlayStation gamers that hate on Xbox. These are people who are used to a certain pedigree when it comes to Bethesda games. They know generally you got to plug a lot of hours into it. And so they did it at Regiment. And then after plugging so many hours into it, they walked away from it like, hold on. I tried and tried. Like normally I would be plugging away and heading towards a couple thousand hours in a Bethesda title. I can't do it with this one. So I think it's really important to not be dismissive towards them, but to listen to what they got to say. Because even if you are a fanboy, you're cutting off your nose to spite your face, disregarding people. If you want your platform to be recognized because you're in love and you get creamy knuckled over that brand, then you better listen to what's going to make people get creamy knuckled over that brand too. And then see, you're cutting off your nose to spite your face. You're not helping yourself out. So that's why I think it's important to listen to the criticism and heed to it and do better. So with that said, let's move on. Cold Blood, what you been playing this week, man?
You know what I was playing this week?
Starfield.
Yes.
It's all the same.
Of course, my favorite game of all time.
Yeah.
I was playing Remnant with you, bro.
yeah. Oh, okay. That's yeah. Damn, I forgot that fast. Yeah, we were playing Remnant, having a good old time. Man, I'm pissed.
See now, old man.
Yeah, dude. Oh God, don't even tell me about it. We had some great gameplay over at Hard Knock Digital Culture, and you know that 3 hours of gameplay, something happened to my OBS where it put this purple haze over it. I don't know if you saw it. I was wondering. I was like, man, we're kicking ass. This is a great ass stream. Where are the people at? And that's why. So all that, it's like down the tubes, man. But we're gonna do some more. We're gonna do some more. I don't know if I can do it today, but we're gonna do some more. Are you off? You off tomorrow, right, Cold Blood? Yeah. Once I get this battery fixed in my car, my wife is gonna be driving all over the place because she ain't been able to drive all week. Yeah, so I'll be free tomorrow. Get her the hell out my hair. So okay, yep. And I've been playing of course Remnant. We've been kicking ass, having a grand old time. I've been doing that with Cold Blood. What else have I played? Some Cyberpunk, and I've been playing some Spider-Man. You'd be proud of me. I got like 6-7 more hours in Spider-Man. Oh, that's a great game. Holy fucking cow, that's a fantastic game, man.
But this game is only 8 hours. How did you play 7 more of it? Exactly.
Yeah. Damn, I'm like, and dude, this Spider-Man represents why I've done a reverse in regards to how I feel about PlayStation opposed to when I originally came in the game, when me and you originally hooked up. I didn't like the first one. I didn't like Miles Morales. I love this one. Like PlayStation and Insomniac could have dropped the same formula, not really enhanced too much, just told a different story, just made it look better, and it still would have seen some success, I feel. But this one is so action-packed. Even it just feels like they crammed in so much goodness into this. The gameplay is fantastic. The story is great. I mean, the action is superb. This is by far, in my opinion, the best video game, the best comic book video game ever. And wow. So I'm really enjoying it. I'm really loving the game, and you're gonna be seeing me play more. So yeah, it is. Yeah. And can you imagine earlier, Cold Blood, when I was telling you live on stream? Now I'm not getting Spider-Man. Remember me and you were going back and forth. I was like, yeah,
dumbass not to.
We were talking about Spider-Man versus Baldur's Gate. I remember that. And ironically, that's the big debate now. Like, how did Baldur's Gate get all these awards but Spider-Man? And at first I thought it was petty. But now that I'm getting deeper into Spider-Man, I'm like, I kind of understand the frustration. Like, I get that the year was great, but really,
everybody talks about Starfield getting snubbed, bro.
Yeah,
Spider-Man got really snubbed.
And I'm seeing gameplay. Now, I don't want to do this again because I did this with God of War 2018 and got my ass handed to me because of it. I'm a big fan of Alan Wake, and I know you're not. I love what it would represent at the time, but I'm looking at Alan Wake 2 gameplay and some of these dumb scares and some of the dumb shit a lot of dumb shit that I've seen in Alan Wake 2. And I'm looking at that game now and I'm like, I don't know. Like, I gotta play it. I have to play it. But I am looking at that game, and maybe you just gotta play it to get the presence of it and feel what people are feeling. But from what I see versus what I'm seeing and playing with Spider-Man, I don't get it. I don't get it. So yeah, I think Spider-Man probably did get snubbed. But in a year where there was the Xbox tax being presented and people were being afraid to speak their mind, it doesn't surprise me if people like, they were like, well, I prefer Spider-Man, you know, but nah, we can't. We got to see neutral, so we got to give it to Alan Wake. That's crazy to me, but all right, we got a bunch of topics. Cold Blood. Let's get into them, man. Let's just rip the scab off right now. With no further ado, let's talk about the first one. Cold Blood, what are your top 5 games? Personally, this is your personal list. Your top 5 games of 2023.
And released in 2020?
Yes, sir. Yep. Yeah, they released in 2023.
So, I know my number one. That shit is fitness.
Yeah.
I've been telling so. but Moss had to delay it a whole month because of Cyberpunk, Division, more Division, and some Avatar, and again Division.
Yeah. I deserve that.
Number 2. It's hard. It's between Final Fantasy 16 and Resident Evil 4.
Okay, that's cool.
I guess I prefer Resident Evil 4 more.
Okay.
Because it's, in my opinion, one of the greatest games of all time.
Gotcha.
Being remade, for me, one of the greatest games. And I love it, bro. I just love it. I ran through that game like, what, 3-4 times just to get the platinum.
Wow. Yeah.
And I loved it, bro. Final Fantasy is a very great RPG, but it just was missing something.
Okay.
It was missing that oomph in the end. That what's what made it an 87 or 90, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
That little bit was missing there. I mean, it's an absolute great RPG, way better than fucking Starfield. Don't even try to lie about that, bro.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out with Starfield. What else came out? Hogwarts Legacy, I guess.
Okay, so that's that. So you named 4 games. Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy. I just love what they did to it. That should brought a lot of memories back.
Yeah.
Not the greatest game overall. That gotta be said. Story is.
Okay.
The story wasn't that great. The characters in that game, I hated most of them. So yeah, I mean the exploration and Hogwarts itself, that shit is a must. No, I think nobody will ever recreate Hogwarts like that.
Okay. That's cool. Yeah, I gotta get into that game, man. I really do.
I'm thinking about the last game. What came out this year that was great?
I mean,
sorry. Of course, Zelda Tears of the King.
Zelda. Oh, okay. See, damn. Wow.
Yeah, bro. Nah, that shit is. I'm sorry. I'm gonna change Hogwarts Legacy with that.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Hogwarts Legacy on 5th place and Zelda on
4th. Okay. Cool.
For me.
Cool. Yeah, my list is gonna be a little bit more controversial. I'll start from 5 and I'll work my way to 1.
Division 2 all the way through.
Number 5 is going to be Atomic Heart. I really enjoy that game. I do. I like it. I need to get back to it. But that's my number 5 game that I've played this year. Number 4 is Forspoken. I really like Forspoken, and quite honestly, I like it so much. I didn't realize how much I liked it. I like it so much. It's my most played PlayStation game this year. So I need to definitely get back into that one. But yeah, Forspoken is my number 4 game. Number 3 for me is Dead Island 2. I really enjoy it. I love Dead Island. I love the game. And I was really looking forward to Dead Island after Dying Light 2 didn't have any guns in it. That's really disappointing for me, and that's why I haven't even touched that game. Number 2 is Remnant 2. I really enjoyed that game. Game is right up my alley. We had a lot more fun with it. Me and Cold Blood. It's even better with friends, just like the first one. So I can't wait to get into that some more. But lastly, and this is like probably the biggest surprise. No, I'm gonna say God of War 2018 was the biggest surprise turnaround for me. Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 for me is the best game of 2023. I mean, to be fair, yeah, I gotta try Alan Wake 2 because I love Alan Wake 1 so much. But I don't see it. I don't see it in the gameplay that I've been shown. I don't see it. But whatever. Yeah, Spider-Man 2 is just phenomenal. Holy cow. Like anything that you wanted out of a Spider-Man game, you're getting too much. You're getting like, it's like, can I get a sandwich? And somebody may pack a sandwich with a whole bunch of meat and all your favorite veggies or whatever, and you're like, damn, they really hooked me up. But just imagine somebody gave you 5 sandwiches instead that was super stuffed. You're like, oh, I can't handle all this. This is way too much. It's too good. Yeah, that's Spider-Man 2 for me. And for me to have the way I felt about the series to now fall in love with Spider-Man. Oh man. Jeez Louise. Yeah, Spider-Man 2 is amazing. So, and I never thought that I'd be agreeing with Cold Blood because our gaming tastes can be so different. But yeah, but that just proves to you, as far as I'm concerned, how great Spider-Man 2 is. That's my favorite game in 2023. So, but okay, cool stuff. Let's now, I don't know if you don't have 5, that's fine, Cold Blood. But what about your 5,
bro?
Well, I'm talking about for the next category.
Oh, sorry.
If you have, what is your top 5 games that came out in 2023, but you couldn't get, you want to get to later? You want to try later that you weren't able to try.
Definitely Jedi Survival.
Okay, that's an interesting one.
I was waiting on it to get fixed.
Yeah.
I ain't paying EA no fucking money for it. Never.
Yeah.
Just like with Ubisoft. Hell no. It better be the most perfect game on launch.
Oh, that's horrible.
Because I don't trust these companies.
Yeah.
Backlog. Alan Wake 2, definitely.
Alan Wake 2, okay, yeah.
And that's definitely not. I told you that shit has like only 30 enemies in it. All you do is walk.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Atmospherics wise, I can see it, but but the shit that I'm looking at, bro, when I see it, I'm like, to me it looks cheesy. Like, what the fuck is it? Like the jump scares, the fake scares where they just throw a face on top of it. That, to me, that's corny, man. That's corny to me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead, Cold Blood.
I guess at some point I'm gonna play Phantom Liberty.
Okay. Phantom Liberty, yeah.
When that shit is not $30.
They gotta make their money back, man.
Hell no. And they're making shit back from me. They got us $70 out of my pocket.
Yeah. Cold-blooded staunchly against the Cyberpunk. I can't be mad at him. I can't be mad. Okay, I'm sorry, my bad. Let me shut up. Go ahead.
What else did I backlog? We're now onto Remnant 2 that I back.
Yeah, I guess
because of you.
Okay. Yes. You got to admit you're enjoying it. You're enjoying it. I'm not saying it's slithering into your top 5, but you're enjoying it, aren't you?
Oh, with you, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Because I can laugh at your ass.
My dog saved your ass, so I'll take it. Yeah,
he's useful. Can't say the same about the other guy.
About the trainer. Yeah, the trainer may not be useful, but the dog is. Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
Well, at least I'll take it.
I have to get back to Baldur's Gate 3, but bro, that game is so massive.
Yeah.
So fucking hard to get into.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like 32 hours into it. I have to get some motivation.
Yeah.
Like that.
Okay.
What did I backlog? Say, actually, Starfield. I mean, I still didn't beat it.
Yeah, okay.
Played for fucking 78 hours, but I wanted to do everything there is to do before I do this fucking New Game Plus bullshit.
You fraud. You put 78 hours into it. You don't like it.
Oh, yeah,
You fraud.
Absolutely. Yeah, I want to see your fucking hours and your achievements.
Well, my hours say 5 days and 17 minutes. That bogus shit. Shit's so bogus. Like, I remember tweeting on that dude, and I know that you got the floor, but I just wanted to say to people, the reason why I'm calling that out is because I remember I was like, yo, why do I have all this time clocked for Starfield? And I know I haven't played this long. And what it was is I was simply in the menu because I was having download issues. Because I had first got it natively, and it was still clocking my time while I was in the menu. Before I'm in the menu, like I haven't even booted up the game. I'm just sitting in the original menu, and I'm like, oh, these motherfuckers are frauding again, man. Jesus Christ. So, but okay.
No, I'm probably the last game would be Lies of P.
Lies of P. Oh, that's a good pick. That's a good pick. Hey, is that on PC Game Pass? Oh, that's fucking awesome, dude. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, you know what?
Don't. You're not gonna survive that BS.
Oh, well, I was capping for that game when it was announced to be coming to Stadia before Stadia died. We had found out secretly.
You're not. Yeah, you don't like those kind of games.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That is as souls as it gets.
Yeah. Well then, yeah. No, fuck that. They can't do it. Fuck that shit. Can't do it. Let me go to the chat. Geek to Sneak also said, I'm waiting for a good sell on Jedi Survivor. Jonathan says, laugh out loud. He says, I'm weak. You're welcome for the dog suggestion. You were there, Cold Blood, when he suggested I get the dog. You know, under my breath, when I kept dying yesterday, I was cursing out Sean. I'm like, listen to this motherfucker, fuck. I was hot. I was like, well, I'm gonna pick this stupid fucking dog because what was going. I'm trash. I ain't gonna front. I'm trash. But when I was trying to get around that cube, the thing that kept killing me was the dog kept distracting my timing because he runs in front of you and he's and I'm like, man, fuck. But you know, and I was cursing Sean out. I'm like, Sean told me to pick this fucking dog. Fuck. But then the dog ended up, if you were watching, and I'm sorry for the quality of the stream, y'all. And if y'all ever noticed that, let me know in the chat, because something haywire went with my OBS where it put like this purple glaze over the game. But if you were watching the stream You would have seen that my dog, after I died, somehow it revived Cold Blood and he was able to beat the boss yesterday. So that was some cool shit.
Your dog saved the day. Actually.
Yep. Sean also gives his backlog top 5. Hogwarts, Wayfinder, Raven's Watch, Fading Afternoon, Mega Man Battle Network. That's cool. All right. Let me give my 5.
This is the most I'm very different than you kind of list.
Yeah, you know what? I should have put Hogwarts on there, but it didn't make my list. Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, my list is a little, it could do some revising. So this is tentative, but my top 5 backlog of 2023. I'm going to put Baldur's Gate at 3. Baldur's Gate 3 at 5. Not because I don't want to play it, but yeah, it's like Cold Blood said, like when you're playing Baldur's Gate, you can't play it in like 10-minute chunks. You got to have like a long ass slice of time. And I just don't have that. So I know that it's going to be a long time before I get to Baldur's Gate 3. Number 4 is God of War Valhalla, the Valhalla update. I really want to get to that. I've heard so many great things about that, and well, first I got to beat the fucking game, and then I'll get to that. Number 3, this is gonna tickle Cold Blood's fancy, is Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora. I'm liking the game.
Why do you backlog it? You're playing it right now.
Yeah, I haven't played it since that first week because
it's trash. Yeah, I like I've been telling you.
No, because as much as I like it, I don't like it more than my top 5. Like I gotta finish Forspoken. So I'm not playing it more than I'm gonna play. Like 2024, I'm not fucking around anymore. I revised my
listen to his cap. That game deserved its 74 meta or whatever it got there.
What, Forspoken?
No, Avatar.
Oh, Avatar. I don't think so. I don't think, like, if you look at the user score, and I'm enjoying the game.
Graphics aren't everything, bro.
No, it ain't the graphics. Always. It ain't the graphics. It's not because of the graphics. It's the gameplay. All right. Oh, I can say this, I think, without getting in trouble. I had an opportunity to get some early access to Avatar. And the early access that I got a hold of didn't make the game look good at all. It really, like, they were giving you like little small vertical slices, and the vertical slices they were giving you were bad. Now that the full game is open and you can play it, I like it a lot more. Right now I do. Granted, I'm only like 7 hours in, but I like it a lot more. That being said, yeah, it's gonna be 3 in my backlog, and I'll get to it. But I'm enjoying the experience, so I'm keeping an eye out on it. Number 2, even though I'm playing it actively, I can't consider it part of my top 5, but I definitely want to get into it, is Cyberpunk 2077, and I'm talking about the entire game. I need to finish that game, including Phantom Liberty. I just need to be done with that game, get it over with, so I can move on. And number 1, like, this would have made my top 5, and it would have scored higher than Remnant 2 if the base game would have released in 2023 instead of 2022, but it didn't. Horizon Forbidden West Burning Shores. I love that game. I love the base game, and I got it. Horizon Forbidden West in general is my number 1 backlog game. That game, I don't know, how do you feel about it, Cold Blood? I hated the first one. I hated Zero Dawn, but I love Forbidden West. God almighty. It's a great game.
I love both equally.
Okay.
Just I don't like the ending of it.
Okay.
That shit is sequel bait to the 10th degree.
Okay.
Oh my god, I hate sequel bait. That is the worst you can do in a game.
As far as the ending is concerned.
Yeah, you don't have no fucking resolution really. Just here's the fucking next threat, and then it's over.
Okay, I got you.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
That was the only disappointing part for me.
Excuse me. But Forbidden West to me is more consequential. Like I looked at things like in Zero Dawn where I didn't have to level up my character, or I didn't have to level up my gear for 14 levels and shit like it. Just, and I didn't play on easy. I played on the second to hardest setting. But Forbidden West, different story. The level design is better. The shit is, I love it. I love it so far. So that's really, if we were talking 2022 and 2023, like my number 1 and 2 would be Spider-Man and Forbidden West. And maybe those games are having such more impact on me. No, they're just fucking good. But maybe they're having somewhat of a more impact on me because I didn't like the predecessors. But that's just testament to
that's because you were still a bot back then.
Nah, you know what?
Yeah, that's true. Don't try to deny it.
No, I was a bot. But God of War shot that shit down. Like boom, 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 boom. It just shot it down.
But before that, Horizon, y'all still in denial.
I just didn't like it. And then Uncharted 4, I didn't like that either. But something about,
like I said, you bots were in denial back then.
But God of War, and no, bruh, I was in denial with God of War. Like I did the dumbest shit. Like I'm I know a lot of you mainstream gamers get on my case because he's the Stadia guy. But I think bigger than that. When there's a place called Aaron's, they're like where you can rent shit from. I said, these Sony games, like how these bots are doing now. I said, these Sony games are trash. Nobody, they're one and dones and nobody. I said, I'm going to rent a PlayStation. And I think for me to rent it, it was like $20 a week or something like that. I said, I'm going to rent this PlayStation. And then I'm going to buy God of War. Or I'm going to rent God of War from GameFly. And I'm going to beat it in 5 days. And I'm going to be done with it. It's going to be another never was, right? And then I ended up having that PlayStation for 6 months. But I was paying like $30 a week for it. I was getting my head beat with a cash register. So then finally I just said, fuck it. And I went and bought a PlayStation 4 Pro. And I never looked back. Like as far as like giving accolades to PlayStation. Like it was something about with God of War. So it's like something that Sony jailed where the gameplay and the storytelling was just superb to me. That's my opinion, but but I'm a bot. So those are my top 5. Okay, so let's go on to the next one, Cold Blood. Top 3, or if you don't have 3, just your most disappointing games of 2023.
Starfield.
Yeah.
Not disappointing, but I expected more.
Mm-hmm.
I expected a lot more because when they first showed the trailer for Spoken, it looked insane, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like a completely different game from what we got in the end.
Yeah.
I hope Square Enix keeps the IP and makes something out of it that is much better next.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say I was disappointed, but not like with Starfield. With Starfield, that was complete.
That was number 1. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that is an absolute disappointment. I was so hyped for it. And they absolutely fucked it up.
Yeah.
Third game.
You have a third one or no?
What was there more disappointing? Jonathan says ports of Last of Us. Well, I don't give a shit about PC ports. I mean, you get get the scraps of PlayStation gamers. So, if they're not up to par with PlayStation, I don't give a shit. I couldn't say that is disappointing to me. That is actually good, because all you do is pirating on PC.
I think that's a fair list, though. You know, I mean, I know you're like Greg over games, like ha ha ha, you dumbasses for trying to get PlayStation scraps. But I think that's a good list. Starfield, PC ports of Last of Us, and Jedi Survivor. Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course, Jedi Survivor. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good list.
But this disappointing because they fucked up the performance of it. Not because the game is shit. Yep,
and that's true. Yep.
Not the content, but the overall performance.
The quality the quality of the port.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And that's why he said the PC ports of Last of Us and Jedi. Like he's saying, at heart, those are good games, but the PC ports were so fucked up that was disappointing, and I can dig that. Here's my three. Redfall. I mean, I'm just doing this based off of games that I played because I really didn't play. There was so much shit out there that I didn't play everything this year because I just had so much to play, and I wanted to focus on the games that I didn't like. I mean, I wanted to focus on the games that I know that I wanted to play. The only exception was I would say this one, Redfall and Spider-Man, and boy, was my reception to those two totally different. Yeah, Redfall was a piece of trash. I didn't expect it to be that bad. I knew something, like, it never really appealed to me, but I thought that, on a night with a couple of drinks, I grab some buddies and we shoot the shit with it and put it down and go about our business. No, that game is awful. Like that is people were talking about, oh, Last of Us Factions 2 is a scam. No, Redfall's a fucking scam. The fact that they charge $70 for that game is a scam.
100, you mean?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, please. No, even $70. Yeah, $70 was a scam. It's not even worth. It's not worth $7. That's how bad
they wanted to price that game at GTA 6 price.
Oh my God, dude!
$100, bro.
Oh my God, that game is horrible. that is a. Oh, I don't even know what to tell you. That was. There's so much. That's a whole nother podcast. That game was disappointing. This one is going to probably make Jonathan unsubscribe, and I'm sorry, Jonathan. I can't get into it. To be fair, I haven't played it since launch month, but I don't like Raven's Watch. I just don't like it. I tried to get into it, and I wasn't digging it, bro. I wasn't digging it. But maybe it's in early access. Maybe I'll give it another shot, and maybe it'll be better. Maybe that's not a fair one. Maybe I should put another game that Sean had to make Sean even madder. Maybe number 2 should be synced. You know what? Yeah. Okay. I'm changing on the fly. I know I'm a fraud. I'm taking Raven's Watch out of it because Raven's Watch is early access. I'm putting synced in there. So I'm gonna still keep Jonathan mad for making me pick that dog. No, I'm just joking. I'm gonna still keep Jonathan mad. But I don't like sync, man. I don't like it. It's like it had the charm, effective of Defiance going for it, but they changed it into some Fortnite meets and try to make it some I don't like what they did. They should have just kept it like an open world like Defiance, because it's really feeding off of Defiance a lot. They should have made it like Defiance, and I would enjoy it a lot more. So I was really disappointed with Synced. I'll say that. Is Synced 2023 though? He says Synced takes too much to get fun. Okay. And I probably, yeah,
Wait,
I'm not.
can I add another one on most disappointing?
Sure.
Modern Warfare 3.
Oh, see, I forgot you're a Modern Warfare guy, or you're a Call of Duty guy. Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm still waiting on a Call of Duty since Black Ops.
Wow.
Still waiting on a Call of Duty that is great.
Yeah.
Nothing really came out that is great since.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a shame. Yeah, a lot of people have talked about that. I really haven't gotten to Call of Duty all like that. In a while. I forgot what was the last campaign I got it. Oh, you know what? The last campaign that I really got into and I actually enjoyed it, and I know Cold Blood's gonna say, yeah, I knew you would say that, was I like Ghost's campaign. When everybody hated that one, I liked it. I thought it was okay.
I liked the multiplayer over too.
Okay.
Even though everybody hated it.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm not alone. I like Ghost.
Actually, definitely in my top 5 most played Call of Duties ever.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Back then I was in a clan and we were playing that fucking game day in, day out, bro.
See, I didn't get what all the anger was about, but whatever, you know. Jonathan says Ravens Watch has a learning curve. But if you haven't guessed it, for my most disappointing game is Starfield. It was Starfield. Like, I went on an emotional roller coaster about the game. When they first announced it, I was like, oh, all right, come on, Bethesda. I was rooting for them. Like, come on, Bethesda. And then Microsoft bought them, and then I got concerned. It wasn't like, oh, Microsoft bought them, and I don't want Microsoft to get an edge up, so now I'm going to hate on. No, I was concerned. Because, again, I've been following this company for a while. And I think 2023 is a testament to the quality notion or the lack thereof from Xbox. You know, it doesn't seem like that they're really like looking and honed in on coming up with games that really blow gamers' minds. They're coming up with, it's a quantitative goal where they just want to get a bunch of games that maybe people can find some enjoyment in. And I don't think that Bethesda needed something like that. They really needed something that was going to knock it out of the park, like a Skyrim or a Fallout 4. They needed to get back in that vicinity. And I just wasn't sure that Microsoft was up to the task. And then I saw that showcase where everybody was like, oh man, this game looked like it was going to be great. So then I went back up. I was like, oh shit, this could be a game of the year contender. And then when the game came out, it just, yeah.
Showcase.
The one showcase where they did with the Xbox showcase for the summer showcase that they did this year.
You mean where they had the Starfield extended bullshit?
Yeah. The hour that they dedicated to Starfield.
No, that's when I knew they fucked up. No, bro. I saw the game and I was like, oh no. Oh no.
Oh man, yeah,
that shit is gonna be disappointing. I mean, I was trying to stay optimistic, but bro, nah. Oh boy, that showcase was for me the game over.
Oh shit!
I was still hopeful before, but then they came up with that bullshit.
I thought that the game was going to be. When I saw that dude, I was like, oh shit, we might have a good game. They might be back a little bit. But then when I knew that the game was not going to be the game that we hoped it was going to be, is when I heard about the tiles. When I heard about the tiles, and because people were leaking shit, I said, what the fuck is this? And I said, you know what? They did that because this game is bloated. It's too bloated. And they made it bloated so they can, for the sake of stats, 1,000 planets and this, that. And they made it bloated and they made it bloated for stats and they made it bloated for modders. And the stats didn't help. And the modders are walking away. So it wasn't worth it. And
we hear Jonathan's opinion on Starfield?
What do you say?
Can we hear Jonathan's opinion on Starfield, please?
Sean, what do you think? Sean, what do you think about Starfield?
Probably gonna take a while before you write something down.
There is a delay.
Just continue until you say something.
I was just thinking like, dude. Yeah, that's a sour one. People think that we get excited. Like, I'm not one of these people. I think there's three category of gamers that are criticizing Starfield. There is that extreme group that just wants to see bad shit happen to Xbox, right? There is that group. Of course, there's that group. There's the middle group that's like, they kind of want bad stuff to happen, but that's because they're like, we don't like the direction that Xbox is going and they need a wake-up call. So they're kind of like in the middle. But then there's the group that we may or may not have any issues with Xbox. We wanted this game to be great because this is what Bethesda needed and what Xbox needed too. And it just didn't deliver. And we're fucking pissed. We're tired. We're tired, or either you're pissed or, in my case, tired of this shit. Like, Bethesda within its own rights has the resources to create stellar games. They have the resources to do it. Why can't they, with the resources they have on their own, being independent, with a history of creating stellar games, why can't they use those resources or that mindset that they already have and combine it with the war chest of a fucking Microsoft and create the game of the generation that they promised us? Like, what is wrong? So, just tired of it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, is this what you just want? Game Pass fodder? Is this what it's going to come down to? So yeah, that's my disappointing top three. So, all right, to continue on, let's go on to best platform. This is going to be a quick and easy one. What is the best platform of 2023 for you, Cold Blood?
Is the Ouya still?
Say that again. Is the Ouya still around? Yeah, Ouya.
I take the Ouya.
You think Ouya? Yep, Ouya's my vote too now.
Actually, Asus ROG Ally.
Oh shit! You gonna make that?
Shout out to Asus.
You gonna take one for King Thrash? His video was so funny, bro. That video was funny, man. Oh man. Oh man.
Bro, of course it's gonna be PlayStation.
Yeah. I mean, and me
for AAA gaming.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what this show's all about.
If we go by first party output, then Nintendo Switch.
Okay, now that's a fair assessment. Yeah, I'm just giving it to PlayStation. They dominated 2023, and people are going to hear that and they're going to say, "Oh, but Connie Bonnet and whoever and Bungie." Yeah, those are messy situations, but they didn't affect the quality of the output, and the platform is even more in demand. And I learned from history. When I was a bot, this is the equivalent of the same bullshit that we bots tried to run in 2019 when Andrew House left. Remember when Andrew House left and Kazurai took over and all? We were like, yeah, and then people were watching PlayStation stock. Yeah, look at the stock. They're about to sell the business. It was the same bullshit that we ran through then. And guess what happened? PlayStation still obliterated the competition. It's the same thing. There's always... When you're at the top, you're more scrutinized, and there's more, you're targeted more. Look at Insomniac. Like, I don't think nobody's breaking into Coalition Games trying to steal slides about Gear 6. I'm sorry. No, but because the general populace just doesn't care. So, of course, there's going to be more messy stuff exposed behind the scenes, you know, of the top corporation. But if it does, this is not about who wins on Twitter. This is about who wins with the consumers. And in 2023, PlayStation has just decimated their competition. They've decimated them. I mean, on every front, they've decimated them. They've destroyed the competition in consoles. They've destroyed the competition in software sold. And when I say software sold, I mean across the board, not just first party. I'm talking about when you add just software in total. They're destroying them in software sold. They even in 2023 went from 2 million reported subscribers of their top tier PlayStation Plus subscriptions to fucking 14 million. They're now half of Xbox. They're now, they're half of Game Pass. You know what I'm saying? So they've actually met their end goals, like them slides that everybody was complaining about or talking about or laughing at. Yeah, PlayStation was concerned about Xbox and ABK. That's from 2021. And so guess what they did as a result? They beefed up PlayStation Plus. They beefed up production of their console and getting it in people's hands. And so they've pretty much eradicated most of those concerns to where they're meeting their goals for their subscription service. And Microsoft and Satya Nadella is sitting there omitting numbers from theirs. Not to say that PlayStation didn't omit numbers too, but Satya went as far as omitting the Game Pass and Xbox numbers from his compensation. That's nuts. So they did it to everybody. They've decimated their competition. And as much as I love GeForce Now is my favorite platform to play games on. Yeah, you got to give it to PlayStation. PlayStation just killed it this year, as far as the platform is concerned. All right.
Well, yeah, of course. They released the Portal. They released VR.
Oh yeah. I forget. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
What did Xbox release?
Yeah. What did Xbox?
More disappointments. That's what they released this year.
They put out Minecraft Legends.
Oh.
Put out Redfall.
I couldn't give less of a fuck about Minecraft.
Put out Redfall. This is what I'm saying. Like, I mean, you can enjoy your platform for what it's worth, but we got to be real here. This is a business. This is not a soap opera. This is a business. When you look at the business side and get off of Twitter, forget about all that superficial stuff that keeps a lot of you zealots stuck in the trap. Oh yeah, this is bad for PlayStation. PlayStation decimated its competition in the business. That's what this is all about. It's about the business. Like you said, they dropped the Portal. Oh, that's stupid. Yeah, but Xbox in the cloud and the backbone. How many backbones did Xbox help sell? I bet you nowhere near as many as Portals were sold for PlayStation. Dropping games, multiple games nominated for best this and best that, and they're just selling well. I mean, the VR too, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Need to stop it. There's no denying it. Like, GFN is my personal favorite way to, but there was fucking PlayStation was a bull in a China shop in 2023, and they only had one first party exclusive this year. AAA exclusive, that is. So imagine if, oh my God, in a year where they have more. And then look, its biggest competitor on the AAA scene, Xbox, they threw everything but the kitchen sink at you. They fucking had the game that Phil Spencer introduced, Redfall, Starfield, you know what I mean? The game of the generation. They dropped it, and they dropped day and date in its subscription service Game Pass. They dropped the price of the console. Shit, fucking $100 by $150, $100 for the Series X, the Series S, and they still couldn't touch PlayStation. So we just got to keep it real. So, all right. Next topic. Biggest W. All right. Now, what I mean by biggest W, I got 3 of them. You ain't got to have 3, cold blood. But biggest W is whether it's a company or a game. Like, who had the biggest W in over a specific event? Like, I'll just throw an example. It didn't make my list. Let's just say Hi-Fi Rush. Somebody could say, Hi-Fi Rush was a big W because it was shadow dropped and people didn't expect it. What were the 3 biggest W's, if you have 3? If not, don't worry about it, of 2023?
Biggest W. First one would be Spider-Man scoring, and
that's a good one. That's a good one.
Because everybody was saying it's gonna be an 88, it's gonna be an 87.
That is true.
Just like the
is...
last one, because it's just DLC. But that didn't happen.
Yep.
Probably Baldur's Gate and Larian.
Okay.
Yeah, they're probably one of the biggest W's this year.
Yeah. Yep.
And probably seeing Todd completely destroyed on the Game Awards was a big W.
Todd Howard?
I wished him misery after. And he looked like he didn't want to be there. And I loved it.
Yep.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I just wanted to mention it.
Oh God, yeah, he did. Yeah.
The biggest W. Was there a third big W? Come on, help me out here, bro.
Jesus, someone in the chat help on Cold Blood.
Jonathan, you don't help with your Warframe BS.
He said Warframe enabling account merger and crossing. That's, you know what, I do have to get back into that game. I really do. I do. I did enjoy that when it first came out. I remember I was a big Warframe gamer when it first came out, and then I just dropped it. Never went back. Of
course. The biggest W is PlayStation outside of Xbox 300%.
Yeah. I can't be mad at that. I can't be mad at that.
Didn't they tell us this year going to be different?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
2023 is our year.
The Green Wave. Remember that?
The Green Wave.
The Green Wave. We're not going to forget that shit. The Green Wave. All right.
The green shit stain. That's what it was.
They call it the green stain. Oh, see, the Xbox people, they're going to hate us, man. Like, you're giving out Xbox codes.
No. Why hate us? We just want the Xbox to do better. They don't.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got Game Pass on PC. I'm openly saying it.
Yeah.
I want great games when I pay for that bullshit.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't get it right now. That's why I'm pissed.
That is a problem.
Well, I do get it, but everything from other.
Yeah. That's
from first party.
Not from first party. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, I love PC Game Pass, but for the other shit that's on there. Starfield was like the biggest interest draw, and then now that is what it is. I don't give a fuck about any of those other games on there from Xbox. This is what, the other shit that they put on there. So And that's a shame.
I probably played more Forza Motorsport than any fucking bot this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got 30 hours in that bullshit. Don't tell me I don't play Xbox game.
No, you're a fraud, because if you put dozens of hours in the game, then you liked it. You're just lying. You're just lying for the podcast. Yeah. Instead of you just being a fucking gamer, and that's what gamers do. You know, they make their assessments after they spend time with a game.
Why would I lie for a podcast?
Yeah. Well, that's what they're trying to tell you.
I'm not begging you for donations that I shit on Xbox. Don't worry about that. That is something Alex or Fritanga would do.
Yeah. They're living rent free in your head.
Yeah. If you come here, you're gonna hear my opinion on shit and nothing else.
Yeah.
No made up bullshit about something. Nah, I don't do that.
Ubisoft getting that. That's a good one, Jonathan. Ubisoft getting that Game Pass deal. That is a good one, yeah, because if Game Pass, if Xbox would have had the cloud rights to those games, you know what they would have done with them. You know exactly what they would have done with them. So that is good. My three biggest W's are in relation to that. I mean, I feel like these are not W's necessarily for me, but W's that I gotta recognize from the various entities. I gotta admit that Microsoft finally getting ABK, that was a big comeback story because things were grim. That's a W for Microsoft. I'm not saying it's a W for gamers. It's a W for Microsoft because I was not expecting that at all. It looked grim for them, and the fact that they are able to sign and get ABK in 2023, that's a W for them.
It's not a W if Modern Warfare 3 is any sign of what's to
no, it's an L for gamers. It is an L for gamers, trust me. It is an L for gamers, but it's a W for them. PlayStation's console dominance, even with the mess, which again, that's just a sign of a great company. I think it was overblown and overpurported. I will say Bungie is, that may be an issue. Not an issue that's going to side relevant, but that might be some lost money there. And lost time because you had them scouring through your games as a service attempt. But no, the PlayStation console dominance that's just a huge W for them. And lastly, Baldur's Gate 3 success out of fucking nowhere. That's a tremendous W. They just been ordained the kings of 2023, and that's a huge W for them. So those are my top three W's. All right, let's go over the biggest L's, man. Let's go over the biggest L's. What are you, again, if you have three, great, cold blood. If not, don't worry about it. What are your biggest L's of 2023?
One just happened recently.
What was it? Insomniac?
Well, yeah, that too, but something else.
Oh, shit. Hold on.
You know what I mean, right?
Hey, I think it's fair game. It's fair game. What's the biggest L of 2023? I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, it's fair game.
Dude got put through the whole dog shit off Twitter, bro.
God damn.
Who I'm talking about is Uni, bro. Wish.com Rolex.
Oh, man. Dad.
No, wow. I mean, come on, bro. I would not come back to Twitter after that. I'd be done with Twitter, bro.
Man. And then, I mean, it'd be different if he made the post and then he, well, let me show you guys. Because some of y'all might be like,
said, oh shit, I didn't know it's fake. Yeah, okay. But bro just literally thought he can gaslight everybody into thinking he got the money for a Rolex.
Oh man, and I don't get lavish gifts like that. And my days of going, I used to go to Lazarus and pick up expensive watch. Those days are over. But from what I hear, that's a $70,000 watch. So yeah, and he bit off more than he could chew with that post. Let me see.
That is, for me, that is the biggest L somebody can get.
Oh man, yeah. So if I can find it, hold on. Shit.
He deleted the post.
Yeah, he deleted it, but Nib. So yeah, so somebody Uni Sensei put out a post where he was like, he took a picture of a $70,000 Rolex, as people are saying that it's worth, and it was like, oh, Merry Christmas, and making it look like that it was his watch that he was given. But people had noticed it, and they were like, hold on, dude, your number one, this looks like it's in a jewelry case. Are you going to ask the jeweler to take it out for you so you can get it for Christmas, or is it just sitting there? And two, it doesn't even look real. Like they looked at the jewel embezzles and stuff like that, and it looks very fake to the original watch. So the people are just and then I think what made it worse is, had he just put the post out there, he could have very easily capped and said, I was just trolling. But this motherfucker went out there and was like, yo, people were like, oh man, congratulations, that's an expensive watch. Yeah, Merry Christmas to you too, man. Thank you. Thank you, man. Oh, Big Uni getting that money. Yeah, thank you. Like he was really capping like he got this watch. And then and he's an Xbox guy, so some PlayStation people, did their research as they're known to do, and found out that he was capping. And the internet has been on him the whole fucking week. Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. Yeah, that's a big L.
Oh, that's deserved, not horrible.
Yeah. Uni's Rolex. Yeah. Yep, Sean. The Nolex, as he said. Yeah, that's it. So what you have any other L's?
Post up.
Oh, post up. Oh, we just in general.
No. I mean, yeah, he is a walking L, sure, but no. I mean about Lulu.
Oh, Lulu. Hey, Lulu. Man, if that wasn't the biggest pimp job ever.
Yeah, that was an L for this game, bro.
Yeah.
He got pimped.
He got pimped. Yeah, pimps up, hose down. He got pimped. He got pimped up and hosed down. Yeah.
Can be friends with her or something.
Yeah, oh man, she didn't give it, and I knew that from the beginning. I would say that, like, bro, she's using you to get her golden parachute. Oh, shut up, Moss. You just bad, Moss, because you ain't got no connections, Moss. That's why I had put up there. That's what inspired me to put up there. Moss got no connections. If y'all don't understand, we have Mr. No Connections, because the conversation I was having with my brothers, some Xbox rodents. You ain't never been at an E3, Moss. You just mad that Lulu talking to me, Moss. I said, okay. And what did she do? She dropped the motherfuckers like a sack of potatoes as soon as she got her golden parachute. You think she's still gonna be conversating with them motherfuckers? Hell no.
Oh, sure. She got her millions and it's gone.
She's gone. She's gone. Lulu, you gonna come to my birthday party, Lulu? She gonna have a restraining order on them now, and she gonna block them and get restraining orders on them. I can't believe Lulu did that, man. He said the guy that tried to troll Rome. Oh yeah. Sean says the guy that tried to troll Rome and brought both communities together on him. You know, Rome, he used to podcast for us over on PNTS Network. He's the PlayStation guy, and he got cancer. And there was a guy, I was just telling somebody about this the other day. Some Xbox guy went on his page because he was showing him playing the PlayStation game, and he had his feet in the pic. And the guy was like, "Oh, your feet look bloated. Exercise is your enemy," and all this other shit. And people were like, "Hold on, motherfucker. This dude got cancer and he's getting cancer treatments. And that could be a side effect of the chemo." And I will give credit to the entire community, from Porter Rock to King Thrash to Tim Dog to even Alex. Everybody jumped on this dude's case. So yeah, that was a big L. But I'm going to say this. I'm glad you brought that up, Sean.
Wait. Big L for who?
Big L
This
for that
guy?
dude. Yeah, the guy that jumped on.
Okay, but that's not a big L for us. I mean, we care about what some dumbass says about a cancer patient.
Yeah, I think he's saying that's a big L for him because he thought he was going to get some accolades.
Yeah.
got some
you can do
accolades.
better than that. You can do better than that. Bots are always offensive as shit and getting catched for that.
Can I
It's
say
not the first one.
I want to say this though. I hate. Not that I hate. Even in this console war or this fanboyism going back and forth, when somebody gets disgusting, I'll stand up for them, regardless of what platform they're representing or whatever.
Stand with the one that is disgusting.
You know? Rome, I haven't always agreed with Rome, but Rome podcasted with us on PNTS Network, and he was friends with people, and he's always been cool. He's talked his shit, but he's never been disgusting with anybody, and we've taken shots with him. For the people that worked with Rome that didn't stand up to that shit or didn't acknowledge how fucked up that was, and there's some people in particular who that guy was trying to appease in saying that comment who haven't said anything. Come on, y'all are taking this too serious. Rome was a guy that was part of our inner community, and people need to just stop with this. They make this fanboy shit too personal. So who the people that I'm talking to know who they are. I ain't gonna say any names, but you know who they are. You know who you are. Just do better, and I'll leave it at that. Okay, I'm sorry, Cold Blood. I keep snatching the floor.
Probably the biggest L. The whole release dates for Xbox
shit.
Are non-existent.
Yeah, these are the games you're gonna get in the next 12 months. Remember that shit? Yeah. Even though that started in 2022, it landed in 2023, and it didn't land in 2020. Yeah, so that's true. Yeah.
Well, we have a great example here right now on your stream. When the fuck is that?
Yeah, come on, man. Come on.
2028?
Yeah. I've seen concept art for this game. I'm not going to say where. I've seen it years ago. I'm just going to say that from the concept art that I saw, opposed to this end result that
Jonathan will talk about Fable.
You said can't see the screen. Oh, okay. Jonathan says, wasn't it you, Bunny, Storm, and Rome? Yeah, it was us. It was the four of us, and none of those people, including Rev. I'm not talking about them. All those people, they probably don't even know about it, or they're cool with Rome still. Like Storm and Bunny, they wouldn't have let that fly. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't let that fly. There's other people who that person was trying to appease. That, like Tim Dog and even Alex. I was really shocked to see Alex, but Alex is he's in a wounded state too because he got caught capping. But yeah, even they stepped up. Tim Dog stepped and said, "Come on, this is a shitty thing to do. Come on, bro. But there's just this group that's out there that they really take it personal. Like they really hate you if you like PlayStation, or if you don't. Oh, no, they hate you if you don't praise Xbox. So, that being said, he said, "No, I can't see the show." What do you mean? You mean are you watching the show and you can't see something, or you're just listening and you can't watch? What are you saying, Sean? That being said, yeah, I saw concept art of the show. I mean, of that game, and it's nothing like the original concept art. The original concept art was a lot more darker and a lot more like, I think, what we would have liked to see out of Fable. And this shit that we got right here, nah. Nope.
What is that supposed to be? Is that supposed to be a man or a woman?
I don't know dude, I have no clue. I have no clue. It's Xbox's way. It's to try to help you. It's Xbox's way of diversifying their protagonists. He says the video window was dark on Twitch, just the overlay shows. Oh, that's weird. Because it's showing what I'm looking at. Let me refresh. Is it still like that?
It's shown on mobile?
I don't know. He says it's just showing the overlay. It's not showing the video. That's weird. Is it doing that for you, Cold Blood? Can you see?
That's why I said what I said when Fable came.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that is right. Yeah, because you can see it. That's weird. Oh, okay. So my biggest L's of 2023, I'm making all my L's company related. I do got to admit, Sony's Bungie relationship is an L. I think that's an L because I just never, I didn't have a problem with them acquiring Bungie. I didn't have a problem with them consulting them on games as a service type things. The problem that I had was them letting Bungie be the tell all be all on whether a games as a service title should exist or not. And then two, you're taking this advice from someone who fell short of their revenue projections 45%. I think that was just a bad proposal because to me, why would they be if they want to remain independent, right? And they're trying to keep their independence and make sure that their game is successful in order to do so. Why would they tell you the things that work for them that's going to draw their players away from their game and get, even if you are the parent company? That just didn't make any sense to me.
No, I'm very grateful to Bungie. If they really canceled factions, I'm grateful to them because they what's it called Naughty Dog, fucking hell. Naughty Dog, they had a fucking wake-up call then. That, dude, you can just put out a multiplayer game and not support it. Yeah, once you're starting that bullshit, you gotta support it for years. And you can't do that with 20 people. That don't go. Did you get it?
Oh, my bad. Sorry about that. Say that again, Cold Blood.
No, I said I'm grateful to Bungie.
Oh yeah. No. Is this check
because because they had a wake up call at Naughty Dog. Because of them.
Yeah.
They really expected only maybe 20, 50 people working on the live service shit. Nah,
Yeah,
that ain't happening. Bro.
that ain't happening. Not on a live service game. Yeah. But I don't think that they wanted to make it a live service game. I think they just wanted it to be a solo multiplayer game that, you know, well, and I think Sony's probably the one that pushed the ambition on it.
What did they expect then?
Yeah, true.
I mean, like people are gonna buy it and buy it again. Nah.
Yeah, true.
If they don't bring expansions and microtransactions and bullshit, they're not gonna make any money on it.
That is true. Yeah, that's true. Well, yeah, it was a good wake up call, and they're getting back to what they do. And then the people that are saying to me that, you know, oh, Naughty Dog isn't the greatest developer anymore because they can't do more than one type of game. Tell me a studio that has done more than one type of AAA game focus and they're excellent at. You know what I'm saying? All their games have been excellent at it.
Rockstar.
Well, I mean, GTA and Red Dead. You know, but those are open world style games. Like you could, like Naughty Dog. I mean, what they're saying is, well, yeah, they do make great multiplayer games, and they do have great games as a service titles. But Rockstar, they'll make a single player game, and then everything else is pumped into the games as a service. Look what happened to all of their other single player games, like Porter Rock has showed everybody. All that single Bully 2 and all this other shit that they were going to make, thrown to the wayside to continue their games as a service stint. And all they did was just kept adding to games as a service. So you didn't get another, we ain't got a single player game from Rockstar.
Wait. But P-Rock did not mention Red Dead Redemption 2 once.
Yeah, that is true. So when did when did, what's the call come out? Grand Theft Auto came out in 2013, right? I think it did. I think it came out in 2013, and then we got Red Dead Redemption 2 in 2018. So anyway, that's five. Was it 2018? What did Red Dead? No, I think it's 2019. When did?
No, 2018.
Okay, 2018.
It lost to God of War in the Game Awards.
That is right. I mean, I'll give Rockstar credit for them being able to have a killer multiplayer game, to have a very effective single player campaign, and they've been doing this for a while. I'll give them credit for that. I don't think that Naughty Dog gets a knockdown because they don't do exactly what Rockstar does. Rockstar has resources out the wazoo. Like, what did they say that this game was going to cost? Like $2 billion?
Rumor.
I mean, the amount of people that they had work on Red Dead Redemption, Naughty Dog never had those many resources at their disposal. If Sony would give Naughty Dog those type of resources, then they probably would be able to pull it off. But Rockstar is resourced out of the wazoo because they're resourced out of the wazoo. So I don't think that Naughty Dog deserves a knock. I just think that you let Naughty Dog do what they're going to do. I think the L was, I think what should have happened is Sony should have went with Bungie, got some advice from them on Jade Raymond's game, on the Firestar game, and then let Bungie work on Concord. You work on those 3 games as a service titles, and then you operate from there. I don't think that we're going to whip all these studios into games as a service. I think that was an L. And then now you look at it, when you look at what Bungie's doing singularly, they fell short of their revenue services 45%. And now you got to think about, a takeover, or to avoid a takeover, they had to do all this shady shit. So we'll say that's an L, but it's not one. It's not to the extent that people were making it out to be. I think L number 2 is Embracer layoffs. I think the layoffs were a signal that, again, consolidation is not a great thing. It's better for these studios to be independent as much as they can. And Embracer just showed you how poisonous just all this consolidation that everybody's clapping like a baby seal for is, how bad it is for gaming.
Then you gotta add Microsoft to that list too.
Absolutely. I think,
and Sony.
Yeah, all the consolidation, everybody consolidating is just not good because there's going to be redundancies, and they're going to say, well, because these big wig companies are always trying to get their number one job as a big company like this is to give you more with less. Let me just put that out. I don't know why this is a secret. When these companies merge like that, you're going to lose something substantial because they're trying to give you more with less. And they're just trying to find ways for you to accept it. That's it. Consolidation is not good, especially for artsy technology like gaming. It's just not. The last one is the green wave. Oh, go ahead.
It's gonna keep happening because.
Yeah. Well, the precedent's been set.
They're gonna fire a lot of writers, a lot of artists.
Mm-hmm.
And let AI make bullshit stories, bullshit concept art.
Yep. They try to make more with less.
The next 10 years of gaming could either be absolute dog shit,
mm-hmm.
or it could lead to more productivity. I don't.
We'll see.
I think right now it looks more like it's gonna be more BS.
More dog shit. Yeah, I think we're gonna go into a dark age where we're gonna see like maybe 2 to 3 years of where it's just dog shit. And something's going to give, and people are, I think we are going to go into a dark phase. It's going to be some shit. But hopefully, what I'm hoping that happens is that things like Unreal Engine 5 and maybe other tools, they allow these smaller studios to create bigger games. And these people will have more care, more artistic influence and stuff like that, to where they're not just trying to massively pump out a whole bunch of shit and make a whole bunch of money out of it on the cheapest way possible. When you put it in the hands, if you get these innovative, like I'll say a good example is Remnant 2. Remnant 2 is that's not a AAA studio. But that's a very quality title, and to where if you put tools in their hands to where they can make some shit that can stand side by side in AAA games, that's what we need. So, hopefully, I think there's going to be dark ages, but then I think hopefully Unreal Engine, it does cut down on resources needed. As much as they say it does, and other tool sets come to where, again, some of these more innovative, smaller studios can make some more granular games. And, for the amount of shit, as Cold Blood alluded, that we're going to get from these bigger companies, maybe these smaller companies can give us some good stuff instead. We'll see. But the biggest L to me is the green wave. Again, I'm looking at it from a business consumer perspective. I'm not looking at who had the best argument on Twitter. I'm looking at it from a consumer perspective. You told us in 2022, okay, look, yeah, things are fucked up this year. We didn't really have much. Even Phil Spencer said it. But 2023 is the green wave. You gave us Minecraft Legends or Minecraft, whatever, whichever fucking Minecraft came out. You gave us Redfall. You gave us Starfield. You gave us Forza. All of those underperformed and did not have the impact that you needed. You can point to how many players Starfield had and the fact that it didn't reach NPD one particular month all you want. You know that's not how Bethesda Softworks games, how they're measured. They're not measured on launch month alone. They are measured over the continuality of the game. And this game is dropping off faster than I don't know what. Pants on a stripper. The draws on a stripper. They're dropping faster than draws on a stripper. It is what it is. And that's not why so much is put into these Bethesda Softworks games. That's why they're not so massive and so big for them to drop off like that. The best offering that you had was a AA artistic music rhythm game that, again, half of your people didn't even get past the first boss. Half of the gamers. I think in single digits percentage wise beat. I think if my numbers are right. The green wave was a green stain. And there's no way around it. You can go to a Twitter battle, Connie Bonner, all you want. It doesn't matter. All right. We're down to our last two, which is, what is the most overblown story of 2023 in your opinion, Cold Blood?
Do you have some choice?
Let's see here. Well, then you got Insomniac, or Spider-Man. Most I would say Starfield reaching 13 million users is a potential story. Hi-Fi Rush. Was it Hi-Fi Rush's 3 million players on a subscription service is a potential one.
Jonathan said biggest L of 2023 Stadia shutdown.
Oh, yeah. That's a Google L. Well, the brunt of that L was felt in 2022. That's just the Google. And then there's conversations of the Google might come back. I ain't trying to hear it. That's the last thing I want to hear.
But that is a big L.
No, that was a humongous L in 20. Yeah, I consider that more 2022, but that is an L. That is humongous L.
And then you said Bethesda replying to negative reviews on Steam.
yeah. That's an L too. Yeah. Well, yeah, the shutdown in 2023, and you know what? I would say Stadia, that is a potential, because they shut down in 2023 because they didn't have access to AAA games, and with the ABK deal, that would have solved that problem. Because all the games that the Stadia people wanted and thought and figured that they could propel from, they would have gotten in 2023 had they stayed around. But it's not the Stadia people. It's not even Jack Buser. It's the people in charge at Alphabet. They're a bunch of Mensa candidates, and to say the least, or non-Mensa candidates. Really.
I also add a big L for early access.
Early access? Yeah. Oh yeah. You know what? Oh,
the day before. Made sure I'm never gonna buy another early access game.
Yeah, until
that game is finished, I ain't buying that.
Yeah, no, I'm not mad at you about it. I can't be. Yeah, I think the most overblown story. Oh, did you give yours Cold Blood?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I tried to remember. It was a lot of bullshit this year. What was it? Something about PlayStation going under?
Yeah. Yeah. What was?
What was the narrative? I forgot.
It was the profit margins. The PlayStation profit margins were down.
Oh,
so
yeah, right.
They were going under.
Games cost too much.
Yeah, yeah.
That shit is way overblown.
Yeah.
Bro, I mean, like, what the fuck do you want? You want games to cost $2 million and then look like this dog shit right now on stream?
Yeah. They want a bunch of Game Pass fodder. That's what it is. And that's why I said these people don't care about gaming, man.
They are BSing everybody. They're just saying it to piss off PlayStation people. They want the big AAA budget games. They just lie their ass off.
They don't want, if they're not going to make them, they don't want PlayStation making them. Instead of it being the reverse, like, why can't you make it to Microsoft? They don't want. The answer is, well, we don't want PlayStation to be able to make them. That's how pathetic it's gotten.
Jonathan says the PlayStation Portable not being a console compared to an Xbox.
Yeah. Or the PlayStation Portal, being. I mean, stupid.
if it's big enough to be considered a on itself, that tells you a lot, right?
Yeah.
Just how dog shit Xbox is. they don't have nothing like that, bro.
Yeah, that's a shame. And this is supposed to be this used to be the most innovative platform, I feel, but not anymore. Not anymore. My overblown story. I've been saying it all throughout the show. To me, it's Connie Bonner. Connie Bonner's gone. Look, I like David Jaffe. I love him to death. I think he's a very funny guy. He is the creator of God of War, so kudos to him for that. There's a lot of bitterness and sour feelings there. A lot of these people like Sean Layton and other people that are either been put on the back burner or no longer at Sony, he had a real close kinship to, and he doesn't anymore with these newer people. And people like Connie Bonner, who he says was like instrumental in these games being great. I'm not saying that she wasn't great at her job and she didn't assist or whatever. But the narrative that she was essential to the secret sauce of place, like this one person is that whole theory is the antithesis of what PlayStation is about. I'm going to listen to Jack Tretton, who actually ran the PlayStation division, more than I'm going to listen to somebody that developed a couple games for them. Jack Tretton said that Sony doesn't structure themselves around one person. They don't really focus on individualism. Like, they look at what you can do for the entire cog of the machine, and you either fit in during a certain period or you don't fit in anymore. That's it. They don't lean on one or two people like how Xbox does. They don't do that. It's all about what can you bring to the table. And you may be one of the greatest parts at a particular point in time. And they're like, okay, now we're moving in a new direction. Don't need you anymore. And they just pull you out and put somebody else new in. So I'm going to listen to Jack Tretton more than I'm going to listen to David Jaffe, who, had his game see more accolades under somebody else, who didn't get, executive producer rights on the game that he created in Twisted Metal when it became a TV show, and so on and so on. If you can catch my drift, I'm going to listen to the other people before I listen to that person when it comes to, is this the fatal flaw for PlayStation? And I'm also going to look at precedent. Connie Bonner, from what I understand, and my information could be wrong on this, Connie Bonner was the producer of the 2018 God of War reboot, right? The same God of War reboot that was presented to PlayStation execs like Yoshida. It was Yoshida who looked at that game and said, nah, take it back, rebake it.
Her name is Connie Booth.
Oh, Connie Booth. Okay, Connie Booth. I'm sorry. I'm getting her confused.
Connie Boner from Brian.
Boner, yeah. Yeah, Connie Booth. Yeah, I mean, where was Connie Booth before Yoshida had to step in? Right. So it looks like that the people that have the final say, that are going to be the fail safes, are still there, as far as I'm concerned, or it's not the people that
Wait. How is that possible that after Connie Booth is gone, they release DLC for God of War that is being praised by everybody, even fucking Windows Central.
Exactly. Yeah, Windows Central selling Microsoft. Exactly. I don't, like I said, man, I don't want to like discredit David Jaffe. I'm just saying that David Jaffe says a lot of things in his predictive nature that have more holes than Swiss cheese in them. I remember getting into debate with him last year about him saying that PlayStation's restructuring of PlayStation Plus was a massive disappointment and it was going to lead to the platform's failure. And I said, why? And he said, because it's not like Game Pass. It's not got the day-and-date components of Game Pass. And I said, but Game Pass is failing and to reach its litmuses. Like it saw a bump because of the pandemic, but now that we're out of the pandemic, like why would they have to follow third place? And he said, oh, you just wait and see. Now we wait and see who's mimicking who. Didn't Game Pass just get restructured to mimic PlayStation Plus? Didn't they raise the price to be more aligned with PlayStation Plus? Didn't they get rid of Xbox Live to be more aligned with PlayStation Plus? And then isn't PlayStation Plus the one that went from 2 million to 14 million users in those top two tiers to cut down the gap considerably? Didn't they overreach? I mean, didn't they compensate and reach their goals where Xbox is failing theirs? So he was completely wrong on that one. And that's why I said the whole Connie Booth thing, that's his assessment of what's going to happen down the road. That's going to be another one. David Jaffe even said to us a few years ago when he was on the Best Damn Podcast period with us, when he was a guest over on Z's channel. He even said during that discussion that Sony's going to have to mimic Game Pass. When? He thought that Game Pass was going to revolutionize gaming. Now even Microsoft themselves said, oh no, Game Pass is only an option. It's only going to be 15% of our revenue. I love David Jaffe for his original ideas as a game creator, for his legacy ideas. You know what I'm saying? And his, to listen to how things happened back then, that's great. But he's not an exec. And there's a reason why he's not an exec. So,
Moss, can you please destroy the guy that I sent you on Twitter?
Let me see here.
And put it up on the screen.
Hold on, let me see. Oh,
I gave you a victim.
Oh God. You know what? I don't. This dude. Oh dear Lord. I don't even have I'm logged into a completely different. Oh yeah, it's not gonna let me pull it up. If you put it in the DM, yeah, this dude. Yeah, he. You know what? He's. Yeah.
I can send you on Discord if you want.
Yeah. It's there's people like that are like was it Xbox curator that what did he say? Oh man, what did Xbox curator say that everybody was jumping on? I can't remember.
Starfield,
yeah.
put the bar so high for GTA 6. It's
yeah. So, I was like, come on, man. Like, stop it. Stop it, man. Like, please, cut it out.
Bro, I sent you that on Discord.
See. Yeah, stop it, man. Like, ain't nobody. See here. Copy text, copy link. See if I can put it up here. Yeah, like, come on. Let me go here. Yeah, so this is what he put up here. Here's a snap blast play. Like these accounts, and these are people that misinform people about stuff that's going on. It's a damn shame. How he says Xbox had a hell of a year in 2023. Hi-Fi Rush, GoldenEye, oh Jesus Christ, GoldenEye, Age of Empires 2, Ghostwire Tokyo, Redfall, Diablo 4, Minecraft Legends, Quake 2, Ages of Empire, Forza Motorsport, Starfield, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3. So
I agree only with one title.
What's that? The Redfall?
No. Hell over here? Hell no. No, Redfall. Oh, I agree with Hi-Fi Rush at least.
Yeah.
That was a good enough game. But everything else, bro.
You know what? I wouldn't even debate if this was his choice and he felt less way. I wouldn't debate his choice if he wasn't so staunch against what PlayStation releases, because he got so much to say about what PlayStation puts out there and he wants to fanboy about it. Yeah, so I'm gonna scrutinize his choices. Yeah, come on, man. Just stop it, bro.
He's hyping up a 20-year-old game.
Bruh, stop it. You want to sit here and you're putting this out here to be the antithesis of what PlayStation dropped, but yet you're the first one to say, oh, well, they don't have any first-party games. What are we doing here? GoldenEye? What are we doing here? Huh? Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3? A multi-plat? A Ghostwire Tokyo that was timed exclusive on another platform? On a competing what are we doing here? Like, stop it, bro. Stop it. And the people that appease this type of garbage, like, stop it. Come on. All right, I think that brings us to our last category. I know I said this was going to be a short one. I lied. Our last category is who had the best year? Who had the best year to you, Cold Blood?
What do you mean by that?
Now, when I say best year, this could be anybody. This could be a company. This could be a developer or a publisher. This could be
Didn't we cover that on Biggest W this year?
Well, Biggest W talks about an event, but what I'm saying is the biggest entity. What entity? Just
PlayStation, of course.
PlayStation. Okay.
Yeah, but we covered that already. For 300% outsold fucking Xbox.
Yeah.
And it outsold the Switch this year.
Mm-hmm. Well, I would say the PlayStation 5. I said when we did the Biggest W's, that was like the PlayStation. That was the product. But yeah, I mean, I could say that you could still have a PlayStation 5 be one of the three biggest W's. But who had the best year out of everybody? Who had to, like, just one entity?
Bobby Kotick.
Bobby. The man of the year.
Sean already said it.
Man of the year, Bobby Kotick. Okay, I can dig that. I think that's a great choice. Bobby Kotick.
He has the best year of his life.
Oh my gosh, him and Lulu. Yeah. They share the award. Lulu.
He got out of a lawsuit against him.
Oh man.
And got money for it, bro.
And this dude told you, he said, putting Call of Duty and a game subscription service it's going to devalue And in the long run, he said, "No, I'm not." And he's like, "But you know what? If y'all want to do it, fuck it. I'm out. I'm going to the Bahamas on my new spaceship, my newly purchased spaceship that I bought off of Mars, bitch. Y'all have a blast."
He bought that from Todd Howard, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Todd Howard designed it, or no, Pete Hines. Him and Pete Hines is sitting there in the new fucking spaceship. Yeah,
Pete Hines doesn't sit nowhere anymore. He's gone.
I can dig. Yeah, Bobby Kotick. Yeah, he's the biggest pimp in 2023, man. He told you, he basically testified against everything that Microsoft represents for the Call of Duty brand, but just said, "Fuck it, just give me my money. I'm done." And you know, that's how Bobby Kotick came into the game. You know, Bobby Kotick he wasn't a gamer at all. How he became president of how he got in the gaming period was he was like a stock person. He did stocks or sold stock or whatever. And then his friend used to sell gaming cabinets across the country. And I think he had lost his job or something had happened. And so then his friend was like, "I don't want to do this anymore." And he was like, "Bobby, I think you would be great at this." And Bobby started doing it. He just started driving around the country selling arcade cabinets. And then that led to an opportunity of him joining Activision. And then as Activision was starting to go down, he bought Activision. Because you remember, Activision was the maker of Jungle Hunt, like all those old games in the 80s and shit like that. And then the rest is history. So he really wasn't in the game. He just knew how to pimp the game. He was been pimping the game since he got in. And then he finally said, I'm done with this shit. Like, Call of Duty's about to hit a bubble. He realized it. Call of Duty's about to hit we pimped this thing out the most that we could. It's about to hit a bubble. And if these motherfuckers want to put it in a subscription service, let them do it. We don't care. Fuck them. 2 beans in a buck'em. Fuck them. Shit. And now, yeah, I that's actually better than my choice. Even though my choice is a little bit more cheesy. My choice of who had the best year in 2023 was Gamers. I feel like Gamers had a great 2023. There were so many great games and so many great games that spill into a backlog into 2024. I mean, Twitter was a cesspool, but you know, the games that we got, I think gamers came out the best, and gamers spoke with they didn't get intimidated, they didn't let journos you know, sell a false narrative. Like, they weren't buying the shit about Starfield, you know, generally being an 80 rated game. They said, no, you motherfuckers are afraid. We're not. Yeah, I think Gamers won. Gamers won this year. So, all right. But no, I like Bobby Kotick. I like Bobby Kotick because he is the biggest winner out of all this shit. Sleaze bucket. But he fucking won. Sleaze bucket won.
Biggest loser was probably Pete Hines.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. I feel so bad for Pete. I love Pete Hines. He was one of my favorite. Him and Todd oddly were Todd and the C. They were a dangerous trio when they were working on all 4 cylinders. I just think that they got stuck in that games as a service bubble themselves and kind of backslid. If given Robert Altman was his name, if they still had an opportunity to be independent and work together, which they didn't because Altman passed away. But had he not, and they still would have been independent, I think they would have found their footing again. But now who knows what's going to happen? Like under Matt Booty, oh fuck. Say what you want about Phil Spencer. Matt Booty had to look at this shit too. That was his responsibility too. Matt had to look at this shit too and think it was okay. Wow.
Jonathan says Elon and X
took a hell of an L. Yeah, now it's officially X.
I mean, did he? Really?
Yeah,
we asked the Twitter users definitely took it out. Because now engagement all of a sudden is fucking money. So lie all you want and get a lot of money for the bullshit.
Yeah.
I think we got the biggest out of all of the BS.
Well, yeah, he had to put his money where his mouth is, and I really don't think he really wanted to. He was trying to find a way out. That was just, he would have been better off trying to make his own shit and competing with that instead of buying this and then.
I mean, Sean, for me, it doesn't look like that. I mean, it looks more like he wants to make a lot of money out of it, not losing a lot of money.
I don't. Yeah.
He wants you to subscribe to premium for what? For get the opportunity to get money. Yeah, sure. And he's the biggest winner out of it, because he gets $8 a month from every single idiot that bought into it.
Well, I think he's losing money on that. It was just I think it was a bad purchase for him. It was a bad purchase for him. He's not going to be able to turn this around. Twitter was just a bad purchase. Losing so much money, and he's trying to turn it around. And here, the thing that's fueling it is the ads, and the advertisers just left him. Twitter was not the right platform for him to buy. He's losing money on that deal. They're like, he's losing a lot of fucking money. Like, he bought it for $55 billion. He's losing a lot of money on that deal. He would have been better off starting with some other provocative thinkers and talkers and creating their own platform to rival X or rival Twitter, and then try to win people over that way, and then come up and then create that monetary system. He could have done it for a lot less money.
Yeah, but nobody can compete with when it comes to having the biggest retard bots out there. I mean, come on. Which other platform has that many?
Yeah. This is their cesspool now, man. This is their cesspool.
That is where the entertainment is for us.
I mean, just in the beginning of this generation alone, and you could tell that they just congregate here and they made it their cesspool, because it's not like there's more people gaming on Xbox than there was before. We know that's not the case. What's going on is just that the fanboyism has just become so lucrative through Twitter, that's what they're doing now. Twitter just stinks because of them, man. And that's why we have created GEiX. So join us over here on GEiX, where, we'll have debate back and forth, but it ain't a whole bunch of drummed up, made up bullshit that you see on Twitter. So, all right. With that said, that concludes. Go ahead. Go.
Jonathan says, now I'm getting ads on G Sport Simulator.
Oh, man. All right, people. Well, that's it for today's show. Damn, this was only supposed to be an hour, but we had fun. Cold Blood, let the good people. I know this is your favorite part of the show. Let the good people, in case they haven't been checking, they haven't checked out any other shows, let the good people know where they can find you at, brother.
But don't find me, please. I don't want to know you.
I don't want to be bothered.
Nah, I'm just joking. Combat Sensei on Twitter. Also on Discord. GEiX Discord. Mostly. Yes. And on PlayStation also. Combat Sensei.
Oh.
You can find me there too.
All right. And you can, if you want to find me, go to pntsnetwork.com/MM2K Gaming. Just follow all the fucking links. All right. I don't want to be bothered either. No, I'm just joking. All right. With that said, appreciate everybody. Thank you so much for our end of the year special. We will see y'all in 2024. Until then, have a wonderful, wonderful gaming day and Happy New Year. Peace.